In the picture below, two blocks are connected by a string of negligible mass that's passed over a frictionless pulley. We know the mass of M1 is 9.4 kilograms, and the theta of the ramp is 12 degrees. Let's assume that the incline is smooth, so there's no friction between the block and the ground, and the ramp. We want to calculate for what value of M2 would this system be in equilibrium. So the first thing I'll do is draw the gravitational force that acts on M1. I'll call this Fg1. Since our system is in equilibrium, we know that the tension force acting on M1 has to equal the gravitational force. I'll just call that Ft. Now, since a rope here that's attached to a pulley will simply redirect the force, we'll actually have the same value of tension pulling on M2. I'll call that Ft as well. What this implies is there must be a component of the gravitational force acting on M2 that would be equal and opposite to Ft. I'll give this component the label Fg2x. Now, where did that Fg2x really come from? It came from Fg2. This would be a gravitational force acting on M2. And I've drawn it in blue to differentiate it from the component Fg2x. Now there will also be a y component, and we'll call that Fg2y. The last force to draw is the normal force acting on M2. And that goes perpendicular to the ramp's surface. Now our diagram is complete. So where do we want to start with our mathematical analysis? Let's start with something we can calculate, Fg1. It'll be M1 times G. So that's going to be 9.4 kilograms times 9.8 newtons per kilogram. It's 92.1 newtons. Alright, this tells us quite a bit, because if that's 92.1 newtons, then the force of tension must also be 92.1 newtons. Not only that, but if the force of tension here is 92.1 newtons, then the force opposite that would also have to be 92.1 newtons. So the magnitude or absolute value of the Fg2x will be 92.1 newtons. Now what we'd like to do is use that information to find what the force of gravity on mass 2 must be. So we want to use this formula. Fg2x equals Fg2 times the sine of the theta of the ramp. That's a formula we had used in the past, but this time we'll use it to solve for Fg2. So plug in 92.1 newtons, leave Fg2 as an unknown, and the ramp angle is 12 degrees. Now by dividing, we get 443 newtons. Now we would just use the weight formula in reverse here. Fg2 equals m2g. And we can solve for m2. It's 45.2 kilograms. So interestingly, even though M1 was only 9.4 kilograms, it's allowed to hold M2 of 45.2 kilograms in equilibrium because not all of the weight of M2 actually pulls down the ramp. A lot of it gets pulled into the surface of the ramp, but that is counteracted by the normal force.